We came together to do this project led by Karina Rodriguez and John Strawn at the Manhattan Borough Field Support Office to best support all students and their counselors in the articulation process from middle school to high school. This manual is to best support all students and their counselors in the articulation process. This manual is also set up to help new counselors with this process regardless of their school's population setup and our parent involvement. The yearly planning calendar has information about what you can do with all 6th, 7th, and 8th grade throughout the year. The high school calendar and timeline gives you more detailed information on what you can do in the fall of 7th and 8th grade. And the high school application process checklist for parents helps you guide families from the end of 7th grade, May of 7th grade, into 8th grade.
The next section is a student workbook. It was put together to complement the introductory section of the New York City High School Directory. The directory holds a tremendous amount of information about the process in that introductory section, but this section is for working directly with the students, and it takes the form of a trip guide so that you can tell your students that their process is going to be like a trip. And there's a calendar, and then there are many activities, and the activities are in the order that they appear in the directory introduction. So you could use these as homework assignments or as lessons, however it works for you.
The next section you will see are sample parent letters, and essentially these are used for the numerous amounts of communications that you will be having with your parents, whether it's for 7th grade high school information or your 8th grade high school information, distribution of high school applications, and or distribution of high school offer letters. Go through each one and see how you can modify it to your own particular school. There's the welcome back letter, and each letter is specific to a particular moment in the high school application process.
The next section is classroom lessons and activities. When you go through this section, there's options for you to give students to really take them through the process of going through the directory. You have a pre-test and a post-test to really understand what they have gathered with everything that you're teaching them and how to use the directory. And then there's a section for students to research schools so that they can really keep track of all the information that they're collecting. There's also a section where students can practice looking for schools. And
the next section is for parent resources. And essentially, as a new counselor, you will need to figure out what level of involvement your parents have in your school. So as you read through this document here, we have provided ways in which you can figure that out. It's as simple as sometimes just talking with staff, your principal, parent coordinator, and then we give you ideas of how you could work with a high level of involvement as opposed to low level of involvement. There are also some frequently asked questions that you have answers to that you can provide for your parents as well as summer homework for your parents and students.
the next section is resources. There are numerous resources here to really help you throughout the year of supporting your students through this high school articulation process. One specifically is really detailing all the popular screen school programs, because sometimes they have their own separate application process aside from submitting. They have their own sample essays, they have their own interviews, so it really highlights and details the different requirements of the screened school programs. It also includes information on the different admissions methods to really detail all the information. And lastly, it includes a questionnaire when students visit so they can keep track of all their information. It also includes schools categorized by special themes, technology schools, to really give students, instead of just looking through the directory, give them a little bit of direction. If they're interested in career and technology high schools or art schools, with some are non-audition and audition schools, or just to name a few.
This section includes documents that will help you gather information from your students, so that things you need to know, for example, who's taken the specialized high school admissions test, helps you figure out whether you're going to be needing to send in information about someone's IEP or 504, and also practice high school applications so that you can get a sense from the students what they're thinking of. And you can distribute this earlier than the actual due date for the application and give you a chance to get it back and have a sense of whether students are on the right track or not. Okay.
The last section here is record keeping. It will be important to make sure you are keeping record of everything that you are distributing, which can include high school directories. It can also include the high school applications, making sure that everybody has received one. So this section will include signature sheets that your students can sign. And here there's the tracking students who are auditioning for LaGuardia, any of your audition programs, and the SHSAT. This is also a receipt tracking for those who have received their high school applications and input it.
The next section is the advisory curriculum. The first section is made up of different lessons that you can start in 7th grade, helping 7th graders understand the high school process. There is also a flyer to help bring in parents and 7th graders to get more information on the high school process, and information and vocabulary that's important for 7th graders and their families to have. The 8th grade advisory curriculum gives a little more detailed information on the process and a timeline of what should come first due to deadlines and fairs, high school fairs. Some of these lessons can be altered to your school's requirements and the population that you're working with. Tracking students, helping students track their own high school application and the schools that they're applying to is very helpful. Another example of a sample application. There are a number of different examples of lessons that you may want to use. And now we've come to the end. And this manual is clearly just an overview of different resources that counselors have used over the years, and hopefully it'll help you get through this process as easily as possible. Thank you. that. I didn't understand it. So it sounds really far.
If you take out the earphone, will we hear it better?
Oh.
No.
No?
Oh, maybe here.
Take out the earphone.
Oh, yeah.
New counselors with this process regardless
Thank you,
of their school's population setup and our parent involvement.
Okay, no, got it. All right, so we need to do a rerun.
I'm kidding.
Okay, so here's my feedback. So you need to rewrite your introduction
Yes.
in one page. I'm going to give you a blank page
Perfect.
and just write it out. Your introduction should be, hi, my name is, because you guys, okay, so my name is Caroline Tejeda. I am one of the members of the high school, what the project is. High school articulation best practice, right? Best practices. Work group, whatever. We came,
Should you be writing this down, or are you going to?
Can I type
this?
It'd
be so much easier.
yeah, so type it up if you want.
Is there a
Hello,
Word
that's what I
document?
tell you guys to do before you
This is true.
but I know you guys had a crazy time. So, because I knew it was going to be crazy. So, you introduce yourself, who you are. You don't have to say that thing about John and I. Like, I use
okay.
that. Hello, my name is Caroline Tejada. I am one of the.
We should introduce ourselves.
Yeah,
Alright.
because the other thing I was going to go over, so I don't forget, 'cause I'm so old. I'm forgetting things. I'm having really bad memory loss problems. So she introduces herself. Just introduce the heading, because you're saying here, just say this section, calendar and timeline, blah, blah, blah. So that's another thing you guys should remember to say.
Okay.
The other thing is you need to divvy it up again and just have Caroline take that section, you that section, instead of going back and forth, and forth.
Yeah.
So take a bigger chunk and then just go one time at it, and that's it. And then when you step up to the mic, you say, "Hi, this is Lisa. Da 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 da. I will be reviewing with you the following, timeline, recording, record keeping." So remember, it's a webinar, so they're not looking at you; they're looking at the document.
Right.
So they kind of contextualize it.
Okay.
Cassandra, you need to speak a little louder. That's it. You need to speak a little louder. We only heard Caroline's part. You guys want to play out the other part? Like
Yes.
you to hear how you guys sound like?
Yes.
Please, so the whole Manhattan's going to hear this.
But I'm not going to hear it.
So, okay, so
So I'll take student workbook and sample letters.
So, okay, so Caroline could say, this is a project that we came together as a group. My colleagues that worked on this project, such and such and such, and such and such and such, right? And then when you guys sit, they already know who
Who's
you
gonna be
are.
there, okay.
And you identify yourself, hi, this is Lisa, They did, I don't know if
Just first name on the second.
yeah, you could do for his first name. I'm middle school counselor.
Really?
I've been doing this work for X amount of years or for a number of years. Blah blah blah. I don't know if you guys want to do that, but you should definitely introduce who you are, at least
when
so
we
they
first
can
sit down.
distinguish.
Okay.
And you need to get some credit out there in the street, like hello.
This is actually out of order. So if I'm going to do so you said you're going to do a student workbook and sample letters.
Right.
Okay.
It's out of order.
Well, in terms of it was out of order, like on here from
Okay,
here.
because I was working from an older version. I guess it got moved around.
Okay.
Did it get-
Because record keeping.
Right.
Oh no. What she did was then after that. Okay. So okay.
We
So
have to look at the last table of contents then, so that we can make sure we divide it up.
the last table of contents is that's the one that was the cheap.
You didn't change the order of anything, did you, Caroline, when you added the stuff on at the end?
That changed
55 to 100 and change?
No, I added. I don't know
You
if you
added,
look
but
at
you
it.
didn't change it around.
Right. I
No.
think she just added
I
after
want
the
to
record.
pull it
keeping.
up. How do I pull it up? The one that you sent? Yeah.
Go to Outlook, to the left to Acrobat,
To the left.
PDF over here. I don't have it. Pull up your name. Search for your name, Caroline. Scroll down.
Names.
No, that's okay. Scroll down. Not. Keep going. It's gonna be highlighted in yellow. There it is. Oh no, it doesn't have. Keep going. I guess you only talk a lot.
Okay,
There it is.
And I think essentially that's
Because
gonna
it's
cut it
much
down.
shorter.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, we were saying that we don't need to be.
So this is
specific
it.
about
It's-
what's in each section.
Calendar checklist, student workbooks, sample letters, classroom lessons and activities, parent resources, forms, templates, record keeping. So I added this, I
Yeah.
think.
So it's all in the same order.
Okay, great. So it's
Yeah.
just the ending. All right, so Lisa, you said you're
It's
doing.
There's something else on the end.
Did you guys all have lunch?
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah.
Okay, so hello, my name is Caroline Tate. I am one of the members of the high school articulating process. This management plan
Can I read it too late to
Did.
leave?
by a group
Why you so
of
late?
school
I was planning to leave
counselors.
here, but then things started happening. I mean, suddenly people had things to say to me, and I was like, you know.
Always happens.
The day
Yeah.
before the last day?
So this manual's can I just go through this with you guys? Hello.
Yes.
So hello, my name is Caroline Tate. I'm one of the members of the high school articulation project. This manual is created by a group of school counselors. And how do I jump and put your names here?
Okay.
First of all, you call it what's it called, the official name?
Best practices.
Best practices.
High school articulation.
Articulation
Articulation.
best practice.
Best
Best
Of the
practice.
High school articulation best practices.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah, I'll say so.
Best practices.
Project. You know, created by a group of.
Or we could say we
Are we on
created.
middle school council?
Huh?
Are we on middle school?
Yeah, we are.
Yo.
So when you say middle school council.
You're in the middle school group.
This manual is created by a group of school counselors.
Well, that way, if you're a middle school council, you're like, oh.
Okay.
To best, should I put your names here?
Yeah.
But that doesn't naturally flow. This manual is
Right.
made by a group of middle school counselors to best support.
Oh, you could say the
process.
high school manual,
Where?
instead of this.
Oh.
So you could say the high school articulation manual,
Although
right?
we've already said high school articulation
Okay.
best practices project. So
Okay, so-
Now do-
But it's the practice project, not the manual.
So this project?
Okay.
The manual, the high school manual,
Yeah.
the high school articulation manual. Articulation manual was
Right.
created by a group of veteran middle school counselors,
And then
That's
middle
good.
school counselors
Mhm.
to best support.
Well, you could say, who's here with me
Counselors.
now, they are blah, 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 blah. and
Just
then you-
counselors, don't put you, because it's everybody gonna use it.
Right.
Counselors in, with the articulation, with the articulation process.
And
From
then
middle
regular
school to high school.
And then I'll just do the last
And then this
one
is what I
template
introduced
and
you?
report and
We could put something that was good.
Uh,
These counselors are, or the counselors are, or
That's what I was saying. You could put it here. The high school articulation manual was created by a group of veteran middle school counselors who are here with me now. And then you could say the names. And then you could say, we created this to best support. Or actually, oh, yes, we can do that.
now, and they are.
mhm.
What's your last name? Lisa?
Put it in the order in which
Yeah,
you
no,
guys
no,
are
no.
gonna speak.
Yeah, so I guess that's me next. DEMAURO. Rhymes with tomorrow. You say tomorrow. Okay.
Okay. Next,
Erin.
Oh, Erin.
Oh, you next?
Erin, what's your last name?
Oh, that's right. So
Yeah,
it is.
she
Sorry. Here's
Oh.
Cassandra's next.
Cassandra.
Reyes.
Reese.
It's a good.
CA.
VIS. What? VI.
Z as in zipper,
Uh-huh.
C as in cat, AINO.
Erin
And
Hill.
very generic. Erin Hill.
The other piece is who's gonna close. You need to work on your closing statement.
Yeah.
I hope you enjoy this. I hope you know if you have any
Found
questions.
this helpful.
I hope you find this helpful. There's also a PowerPoint. There's also a PowerPoint available
On SEMS as well
On
as other
SEMS.
resources.
as well as in the Manhattan Field Support Center
There's the two different PowerPoints, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so there are PowerPoints available.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There are available on SEMS as well. And what?
Hatfield Support Center website. What the other guys did, I'll do it at the end. I'll put a screenshot of that
Oh, right.
because that's what they did. John created a screenshot of the where in SEMS.
Yeah.
A screenshot of SEMS and put it at the end and also the Hatfield Support Center.
I think you should say, I'm sorry, you're reading. I'm sure.
We created this with the intent to
Or you could, yeah, I could just say to support. I'm going to be best friends with this best practice.
create this to well, we already,
I
this
mean, you
is
compiled
this was already
based on
said, right?
your number
Yes.
of years of practice, like all the resources you guys compiled throughout the years, or no? Up to you. And then
we made this is where council is with education professional with our own resources, from our own resources.
From our own resources and experience.
yes,
Experiences from over the years.
And I
Do you
think,
need to say anything else?
yeah, I think at the end, it just struck me that if I were coming to this and I saw all of these charts and stuff, I'd start to freak out that I was required to fill out that.
Use
That's
it
a-
for discretion.
yes.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Just, you know, please don't feel you have to, you know, these are suggestions and no one will be using all of them or something like that. You know what I mean?
Well, you can say, please feel free to use this as
Pick and
you see
choose,
fit.
right,
As you
right,
see fit.
right. But I think we should say, like, no one is expected to use everything.
Use this
It's-
as a use.
What are you reading?
Just whatever, yeah. Just whatever
You have to
makes
use
sense
all
for
these
them.
resources and use this as you see
Yeah, like
fit.
we're offering a lot more than they need.
There are also PowerPoints available on Science and the Hatfield Sports Center. Is that it? The first section.
Yeah, please don't use all these resources and use this as you see fit, but I think that
Is it
we
reiterating the
would say
same thing?
just use this as you see fit. Or just use what works for you or something.
Yeah, you could probably collapse this. Always says, like she said, and take out the please, and don't, yeah. And
So,
Yes.
That's good? That's it?
sure.
That's
You can,
Um,
I mean,
last
there,
sentence.
yeah,
I think
there,
it's incomplete.
there are PowerPoints, there's a PowerPoint available on the Manhattan Field Support Center website and PowerPoints and lots of other material on the SEMS website. So,
So should I
so
flip
yeah, I would
this?
flip them, yeah.
Hatfield Sports Center website.
And a different PowerPoint along with many other resources.
Very small chance. I'm going to grab my son from downstairs.
okay, no, bring it up.
I have a friend, he's been with my friend all day, so she's like, yeah, we're on 42nd, why do you know wherever you? I'm
And maybe give him a segment.
Yeah, really? Is his name? Oh, he would do.
I was gonna say,
All
he
day.
would.
PowerPoint
While we're in there.
He's like, let me tell you.
Yeah, really.
That's exactly what you were saying.
Give me a minute. I got it.
on the what on the SEMS website?
Yeah.
On the Student Enrollment Management System website. You don't know what it is.
No one has sense.
Yeah, no, that sounds right.
I was ready.
Well, call me when you're ready.
So did we say we're doing different sections now? Or
Yes. Well,
Yeah,
you're not doing anything different.
no, you're
Okay.
good, but these guys are
What are you
going to
doing?
divvy up, they divvy it up the
Yeah.
sections, so
that we
they,
don't have to constantly,
they don't have to swap back and forth, so they have a big chunk and they just kind of go through it.
um Can I print this from
And we
here?
need to put the microphone
Can I
back
just
in.
press print? It'll
Of
print.
Do
course.
you think there's any problem with my reading what's here? Because I feel like, I mean, even though it's in there, I know, but it's been
Hold on,
remembered.
don't print. It's gonna go to some other printer. What were you saying, Lisa?
I'm just saying, can I use this as my script?
You
Even though
can.
it's in the thing, that's fine.
Yeah.
Nobody's probably gonna know.
Yeah.
I didn't even think of that. Too bad.
The piece about the articulation, the advisory lessons, I feel like there was a lot of like silence. So I just swipe through it a little faster.
Yeah, because you can just say, I'm just gonna run, you can just say, I'm gonna run
yeah.
through these. There's a whole bunch of lessons for you to use if you
Right.
have, want to use them for advisory or. So I'm just waiting for him. So we're doing.
No, I want to read what I'm going to say to you guys.
Okay. What?
I want to read what I want to say to you guys.
Okay.
So that you can help me edit.
Read it as loud as you can.
Not now, I'll do that later.
Okay.
Saving yourself.
Yeah, I need you to reserve the energy. I'm not ready yet, though.
Oh, okay.
I'm all like sitting here like,
I know,
okay.
everyone's looking at me, it's like, wait, I need another
I'm
minute.
literally just, I am just gonna read what you have, or keep it nice and short, because it was way too long. Yes, because I'm doing the forms, templates, and record keeping section. Oh, and when we're so do we want to say our name and then how long we've been doing this for?
No,
Or
I don't. I'm
just
not
saying
gonna
hi, this is
our name.
Erin.
Okay.
I was like, I don't want to be anonymous.
I don't want them to trace me.
I thought we
You
were
can find me at.
Yeah.
I thought we were
Oh, we're saying hi.
Thank you.
Well, we should decide about that. It's just, she said, our years, but if you want, we can say how long we've been working on it.
And you could say your school if you want to. Too.
That's early.
Like, come find me here.
Oh my gosh, please
Hi,
no.
I'm looking for Erin. She's part of
Yeah.
public school.
Are we waiting for him to?
You
Just
guys are good? Everybody's good? You know what part? All right, let me call John. We'll call John. Okay,
Let
then
me
we'll start
tell you
recording.
guys something.
Yeah, we're gonna
This
start
is-
recording.
This is Cassandra Reyes Cassandra, and the middle school council and have been working with students and families with high school articulation for 6 years. Classroom lessons and activities section can be used as part of guidance lessons or distributed to teachers to use in their advisory groups. Just literally keep that straight.
Almost the same thing, right?
Is that okay?
That's,
Or-
no,
Totally
that's fine.
fine, yeah.
Yes,
That was your suggestion.
absolutely.
I'm using your suggestion.
Yeah, no, I was wondering why
Think
it sounded
it's
familiar. It's not because of we're doing it early, but.
Yeah, there's no brain space to figure that out. The parent resources section is to help you assess if you have high or
Yes.
low parent involvement. Based on this assessment, as a counselor, you will set up different structures. Additionally, you will find some homework suggestions. And then in the resources section, I forgot what we do.
It's just, it's a bunch of
Miscellaneous,
questions,
exactly.
tools,
I
what
would
it
just
is.
literally take,
It's
what she
just
said.
student summaries of high school application facts. Nobody's gonna
It's just to
remember what
collect
we said
information
anyway. I
again.
mean, if they
Yeah.
watch this
We
webinar,
looked
they're
at it
gonna
and
look
I
at the
a
annual
couple years
results,
back,
anyway.
to have an IP set, like.
Move.
well, she's gonna say, she's gonna say our first and last name, so we can just say our first name. That's fine.
Okay. How do you pronounce your second last name?
This name, it's like diagonal
Oh, okay.
with this. Okay, so we're just gonna say our first name. So then, and you guys aren't saying your middle school codes.
Well, we already said that, she's saying we're all middle
Okay.
school.
So then are we saying how long you've been working with students?
I might put that in there.
It's up to you.
This is Cassandra.
So you can do that too, Caroline? Say how long you've been